Hey everyone, it's great to see you here once again. Today we're going to be making Polish horns. I know, you're thinking, what the heck is that? That's what I thought too, but they're actually delicious. And you're only going to need a few ingredients. But first, we're going to make the dough, and then about 4 to 5 hours later, we'll make the cookies. What you're going to need for the dough is 1 cup of butter softened, which would be 2 sticks, 1 cup of cottage cheese, and I got the small curd. I thought to myself, is she sure she didn't mean cream cheese? Because I got this off of a friend, and I'm thinking, should it be cream cheese, not cottage? Nope, it's cottage. Interesting. 2 1/4 cups of flour, and that is it for the dough. So we'll cream the butter. I'm going to cut that in chunks. And the cottage cheese together. I'm going to stir this around really good. Okay, let's go ahead and cream these together. Just going to scrape down the sides. Now let's add our 2 1/4 cups of flour. Let's mix that together. And then probably what I'll have to do is get in there with my hands. It'll come together, don't worry. It'll seem a little dry at first. That should do it. Now, get your parchment paper. We're going to make this into a disc. And put it in the fridge for about 4 hours. It's going to be about 5 or more for me because I am going to work. Okay, off to the fridge it goes. My dough has been in the refrigerator for about 6 hours. I'm going to take it out. I'm going to cut it into 4 sections, but first melt a few tablespoons of butter. Now I'm going to lightly dust my countertop. I'm going to cut this into 4 sections. Mine all weigh 6.4 ounces. So now I'm going to make them all into little balls. I'm going to roll them out once again. Might take you a little bit to roll it until it warms up just a wee bit. Go ahead and get your 1 cup of sugar ready, 1 teaspoon of cinnamon, and I'm going to go ahead and crush up some walnuts. You'll want 1 cup of crushed walnuts. All right, let's go ahead and roll this out like we're rolling out a pizza dough. You want to roll that out pretty thin. I had to reheat the butter a little bit. Let's go ahead and put that on. Sprinkle our goodies on. Let's go ahead and cut this into even pieces. About 16 pieces. So you'll have some cute little cookies. Cute little Polish horns. I'm going to go ahead and put it on my cookie sheet and roll it up with the big end first. You're going to want to pat this down pretty good at the bottom so that it doesn't come apart in the oven. So make sure the little piece is down. I'm going to put that around there. This one's going to be pretty big, this next one, because I didn't do it very even. Let's go ahead and put some egg wash on top. Then we'll sprinkle a little bit more of the goodies on top. And bake it in the oven at 400 degrees for about 12 to 14 minutes. Just check it, see what you think if they're done. All right, I just took these out of the oven. Now, of course, the parchment paper really helps keep that cookie sheet clean, the stuff that burns. But I'll let those sit and rest, then I'll put them on a cooling rack. But you know what I like is how that little sugary goodness kind of gets burnt to the bottom. So let's try one. This is like a baby cookie, so I could eat, what, maybe 10 of these? Little Polish horns. You know, when I was a kid, my mom used to make stuff with leftover pie dough. Pretty much what this would be. And she would put butter, cinnamon, and sugar, roll it up, and then bake it in the oven. And we just loved it. This is what that reminds me of. These have nuts in, but I'll tell you what, they're good little buggers. Okay, Jack, try one of the Polish horns. Pick whichever one you think. They're a little bit warm. Let me know what your thoughts are.
They're good.
They're good. You know, there's not much in them. A little bit of nuts and sugar. Yeah. So, Jack, on a scale, whoops, I can't even see myself. So, Jack, on a scale of 1 to 10, 10 being the highest, 1 being the lowest, what would you rate that cookie?
10.
10! Woo! Jack loves the Polish horns. All right. See y'all later, folks.